A bunch of people are asking if I'm going to write about the West Elm Caleb story. No, I'm on book leave. I can't keep writing pieces for the New York Times. I literally do have a lot of deadlines. But journalists who are writing about it, please speak to people with experience in online harassment. I'm not going to lie, I've been pretty horrified by a lot of the media coverage of this. A lot of people are just aggregating some of the cruelest commentary online and whipping it all up into a news story with absolutely no comment from Caleb or nuance about the situation. The top story on Google yesterday was literally this House Beautiful story that doxes Caleb, puts his full name in the story, zero comment from this man. After this whole article gleefully encourages this online harassment and doxing campaign, they literally use him to sell West Elm furniture through affiliate links. Once again, commercializing a harassment and doxing campaign. I think the media needs a total wake-up call in the way that they cover online harassment, and this is just the latest example of it. And reporters should be adding nuance, not just piling on.
All right, guys, so we have another feel-good, what goes around, comes around kind of story here to talk about. As yesterday we talked about the doxing of Libs of TikTok by Miss Taylor Lorenz of the Washington Post. Now, Taylor Lorenz is known as a cry bully, okay? She's known as somebody that has ruined people's lives through her journalism online, but then turns around and complains when people do the same thing to her. Okay, recently she crowded an interview on MSNBC about her being doxxed and personal information about her being put out there on the internet, family members, pictures and things like that. Okay, and listen, I totally felt for her at the time upon learning more information about who she is. And she really showed who she is when she went out her way to, again, dox the popular right-wing Twitter account Libs of TikTok, which simply just posts liberals / leftists basically exposing themselves, okay? You have these woke teachers, mainly woke teachers, that go on TikTok and they post videos of themselves basically trying to push their gender / sexual ideology on children. And then they post it on the internet for whatever reason. Okay, they post on the internet, and then Libs of TikTok takes it and puts it all on one Twitter account. And for whatever reason, the left saw this as a threat. Okay, they literally said, hey, we need to expose this person. We need to do this because Libs of TikTok is driving GOP and Republican policy, right? All these bills that are being passed by the GOP that are supposed to protect women's rights, protect children in the classroom. Oh, Libs of TikTok is helping influence that. So therefore, we have to come together to stop that from happening. And the way to stop it is to expose the account owner of Libs of TikTok and to potentially put her in harm's way. And that's basically what Taylor Lorenz tried to do. As not only did she post the name of the owner of the Libs of TikTok account, but she also posted other personal information like the occupation and the address of the woman behind the Libs of TikTok account. Okay, now this has triggered massive backlash from the right. Okay, I mean, there's literally a Twitter war going on about this as leftists are coming out and saying, no, this is fair game. This is journalism. That's all it is. Okay, and if you don't like it, then you don't really understand journalism. Okay, according to the left. But hey, like anything in politics, guys, the pendulum always swings the other way. That's just how it works. As after doxing the Libs of TikTok, Taylor Lorenz complains that her family was doxxed. So let's read about this because, again, this is a what comes around goes around type of situation. After Taylor Lorenz doxed Libs of TikTok in the pages of the Washington Post, she complained that her whole family was doxed. Then she deleted the tweet. Quote, after my whole family was doxxed again this morning, trolls have now moved on to doxing and stalking any random friend I've tagged on IG, Lorenz wrote. They're posting their personal details of my friends and sending threatening texts with messages, quote, I noticed you are close to Taylor Lorenz. So here you go. Here's the message from Taylor Lorenz on Instagram that she posted, in which she is basically admitting that, what comes around goes around. The same thing that she did under the name of journalism, somebody else did to her. So I guess it's called journalism. Again, I'm not for doxing people. But if the left is going to openly be for doxing individuals and don't make any apologies about it and say, hey, it's actually journalism, then hey, you know what? Fine. It's journalism. Again, I don't necessarily approve of it, but hey, what can I say? Right? You guys said that this was fair. Right? Now, the person that quote tweeted this said, "I'm old enough to remember 5 hours ago when tracking down people's family members and reaching out to anyone who may have association with them was just called good journalism." Facts. Me too. Lorenz posted details of the messages that said she were sent to her friends and family. Lorenz had published personal details of the account owner for Libs of TikTok before the Washington Post later scrubbed the details from the article and had gone knocking on doors of family members of Libs of TikTok in order to find more details about the owner of the account. That sounds more like stalking than actual journalism. I mean, you're literally trying to go find the family members of a anonymous Twitter account, right? You seem a little bit excessive. But again, there were messages, emails from Taylor Lorenz that she was sending to people that, you know, have interacted with Libs of TikTok, basically saying that, yeah, I'm trying to expose this person. Okay, so we all know what the intent was. The Washington Post defended Lorenz, journalist that practices, saying that Taylor Lorenz is an accomplished and diligent journalist whose reporting methods comport entirely with the Washington Post professional standards. Blank in the management of the Libs of TikTok account and media interviews has had significant impact on public discourse, and her identity has been public knowledge on social media. We did not publish or link to any details about her personal life. No, that's exactly what you did, right? What you tried to do was expose the woman. That's exactly what you tried to do. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to beat around the bush with it. That's exactly what you tried to do, because I didn't know the person's name until this happened. Now, everybody basically knows the woman's name, okay? And that's because you tried to expose her. And you also try to put personal information that people can use to possibly locate her or find her in your article as well, too, for the world to see. You know exactly what you're trying to do. So, yeah, with that being said, Taylor Lorenz is getting a little bit of a taste of her own medicine. And then she's complaining about it. But the real feel good of this is that Libs of TikTok has gained over 165,000 followers since this happened. Okay, 165,000 followers, bringing their following count up to 887,000 followers. Okay, and Libs of TikTok is basically still trolling Taylor Lorenz because at the end of the day, I mean, they're winning because of this, right? Like, imagine this. They went out of their way to try to expose Libs of TikTok, okay? And then, after exposing Libs of TikTok, there's massive backlash, which resulted in Libs of TikTok becoming even more popular than the account already was, right? The point was to try to take down the account, right? That's the point of any of these leftist hit pieces, okay? Because Libs of TikTok has been censored more than once on Twitter, as she's been banned from Twitter a couple times. So the latest attempt to get Libs of TikTok banned backfired massively, right? It actually resulted in more people being exposed to the account, which means that the teachers that Libs of TikTok is going to expose in the future are going to get even more exposed. It's going to make the account even more powerful, right? It's just, again, this story right here is absolutely amazing because it is an instance of the left's cancel culture coming back to bite them in the butt, right? And you gotta love it, okay? I've done a lot of stories where it seems like a lot of the woke nonsense is falling apart, whether it be media companies like CNN or, you know, the Black News Network or, you know, Netflix. I mean, it seems like everything woke is actually turning to ish nowadays. It really does. It seems like the tides are changing in regards to the culture war, and things are starting to kind of look up a little bit, right? But with that being said, again, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more heat that comes for Libs of TikTok from the left, because now Libs of TikTok is basically become a part of the national conversation, okay, because of what just happened. So that being said, again, the censorship attempts are going to really ratchet up. So we will see. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Twitter tries to take some action against this account, but with how popular the account has become, I think that's only really going to make it even more popular. And at the end of the day, the whole point of Libs of TikTok is to expose the hypocrisy and the lunacy of the left. And again, it's amazing how just reposting the crazy things that they do and that they're into pisses them off so much, right? It's almost as if they know that their side is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.